If you garden in North Central Florida, you already know this region can be confusing. For half the year, it feels like you should be able to grow almost anything. The heat is intense, the humidity is relentless, the growing season feels long, and summer arrives with all the confidence of the tropics. Then winter shows up just enough to remind you that this is not South Florida. One cold snap, one hard frost, one stretch of chilly nights, and suddenly the dream of a tropical backyard starts looking a little less certain. That is exactly why this region is so interesting. North Central Florida is not a place where you win by chasing the most exotic fruit possible. It is a place where you win by understanding the in-between. This is where the smartest fruit growers learn to balance heat tolerance, humidity tolerance, and just enough cold resilience to make a planting truly worth it. So in this video, I am not giving you the flashiest fruits. I am giving you 12 fruits that make real sense for North Central Florida. These are the kinds of plants that can handle the long, hot, humid summer and still give you a fighting chance when winter reminds you where you live. Let's start with one of the most reliable bridges between temperate and subtropical growing. Loquat is one of those fruits that quietly earns respect. It does not always get the same attention as mango or lychee, but for a place like North Central Florida, it makes a whole lot of sense. It handles heat well, it gives your yard that lush, evergreen look, and it produces fruit at a time of year when your garden often feels like it is still waking up. That alone gives Loquat a special place. While many fruit trees are still thinking about spring, Loquat is already moving. It adds rhythm to a fruit garden in a way many people do not expect. And for growers in a transition zone, that matters. You don't just want fruit, you want a garden that produces across more of the year. Next is fig, and fig deserves to be here because it is one of the most forgiving fruits you can plant if your goal is consistency. Figs don't feel fragile, they feel generous. They have that old-world, dependable energy to them, like a plant that has been proving itself in difficult climates for a very long time. In North Central Florida, figs make sense because they don't ask you to pretend you live in a frost-free paradise. They're more grounded than that. They can handle heat, they reward patience, and once they settle in, they often become one of those plants that makes you wonder why you didn't plant one sooner. A ripe fig from your own yard also tastes like a completely different fruit from what most people think a fig is. It's softer, richer, sweeter, more alive. Then there's blackberry. Blackberry belongs in this conversation because every fruit garden needs a few plants that feel like a practical yes. Not a maybe, not a gamble, a yes. Blackberry gives you that. It's familiar, useful, productive, and easy for viewers to imagine in a real backyard. It's not trying to impress anybody with tropical drama. It is simply a strong candidate for a humid, hot growing season. And in a region like North Central Florida, that matters more than people realize. A good fruit garden is not built on fantasy alone. It's built on dependable performers that actually give you something back. Blueberry is another one, and if you already live in Florida, you know blueberry has a special place in the imagination of southern gardeners. It feels wholesome, manageable, and deeply rewarding. Blueberry also brings a different texture to the garden. It's not a big tropical statement piece. It's a fruit you can really weave into daily life. When a fruit becomes part of breakfast, part of baking, part of walking outside and picking a handful on an ordinary morning, that is when a garden stops being a project and starts becoming a lifestyle. Blueberry helps do that. For North Central Florida, it also adds balance to a fruit selection that might otherwise lean too hard into subtropicals without enough stable return. Mulberry might be one of the most underrated fruits for this whole region. A lot of people underestimate mulberry because it doesn't feel rare or glamorous, but that's exactly why it's so valuable. Mulberry is not trying to be an exotic trophy. It's trying to feed you, and often it does that very well. It can be vigorous, generous, and deeply satisfying in the way only a heavy-producing fruit tree can be. There is also something special about the abundance of mulberry. When it fruits well, it doesn't feel stingy. It feels like the plant is fully participating in your landscape. It gives your yard a sense of generosity, and that emotional quality is important. In hot, humid climates, the fruits that make the biggest difference are often not the ones that sound the most exciting on paper. They're the ones that show up for you. Now, let's move a little more into the subtropical side, starting with Cattley guava. If you want a guava-type fruit but do not want to put all your hope into the most cold-sensitive options, Cattley guava is a very smart place to begin. It has that tropical feeling people crave, but it sits in a more realistic space for a region like North Central Florida. It lets you push your garden in a subtropical direction without going so far that every winter becomes a test of your emotional stability. That is the sweet spot here. You want fruits that feel exciting, but you do not want a garden built entirely on fragile optimism. Cattley guava helps you live in that middle ground. It can give your yard more diversity, more flavor, and more of that lush, edible landscape feeling, while still being more grounded than some true tropical choices. Chinese jujube is another fruit that deserves far more attention than it gets. Jujube has a kind of toughness that many gardeners learn to love. It does not come with a fragile personality. It feels composed. It feels durable. And in a world where many fruit plants need just the right conditions, just the right protection, just the right timing, jujube can feel refreshingly low drama. That makes it a powerful choice for North Central Florida. It brings something psychologically important into the garden: confidence, the feeling that not every plant is one weird weather event away from disappointment. And when you're building a long-term edible landscape, that feeling matters. Jujube gives you one more anchor, one more reason your fruit garden feels stable instead of experimental. Persimmon belongs here for a slightly different reason. Persimmon is one of those fruits that gives your garden a kind of seasonal insurance policy. In a region where some of your warmer climate fruits may have good years and mediocre years depending on winter patterns, persimmon helps keep the whole system from feeling too vulnerable. It's also a fruit with personality. A ripe persimmon does not feel generic. It has richness, softness, and a kind of seasonal magic that makes it memorable. For North Central Florida, that combination of resilience and reward makes persimmon a very strategic planting. You're not just planting for taste, you're planting for stability across the years. Pear is another fruit that deserves more credit in this region than it usually gets in tropical-minded conversations. Pear is not flashy, but it brings seriousness to a fruit garden. It says you are building something real, not just chasing novelty. And that can be a huge advantage. In a climate where gardeners are often tempted by the dream of purely tropical abundance, pear brings the conversation back to reality in the best possible way. The best gardens in transition climates are usually not the ones that go all in on one extreme. They're the ones that blend strengths. Pear gives you one of those strengths. It makes the whole orchard feel more resilient, more grounded, and more likely to reward you over the long haul. Now let's step into the fruits that feel more distinctly warm climate, starting with tropical guava. Tropical guava absolutely belongs in the conversation for North Central Florida, but this is where honesty matters. This is not the same kind of recommendation as fig or blueberry. Tropical guava is more of a smart stretch. It can work very well in the right setting, especially if you have a favorable microclimate, a protected spot, a warm pocket in the yard, or the kind of property that naturally softens winter cold. And this is where good gardeners separate themselves from impulsive gardeners. They don't just ask, can this fruit grow in my region? They ask, where on my specific property would this fruit have its best chance? That's the level of thinking that turns a decent garden into a great one. Passionfruit is another excellent choice for people who want the garden to feel alive, lush, and a little more tropical without going completely off the rails. Passionfruit has movement to it. It climbs, it flowers, it changes the feel of a space. It doesn't just sit there like a plant, it participates in the architecture of the garden. For hot, humid North Central Florida, that makes it a compelling option. It feels like the climate wants to support something like passionfruit for much of the year. The challenge, again, is not the summer. The challenge is making peace with the fact that winter still gets a vote. If you understand that going in, passionfruit becomes much more enjoyable to grow because you stop expecting perfection and start appreciating opportunity. Papaya may be the fruit on this list that best captures the emotional tension of North Central Florida. In summer, papaya can make you feel like you absolutely live in the right place for tropical fruit. The heat loves it. The look of the plant feels tropical. The whole thing gives your yard an energy that instantly shifts the mood of the space. Papaya makes a garden feel abundant fast. But papaya is also the fruit that reminds you most clearly that summer is not the whole story. It can look incredible in warm weather, then suddenly face the reality of winter. That doesn't mean you shouldn't grow it. It means you should grow it with your eyes open. Papaya is a perfect example of a fruit that can thrive beautifully in North Central Florida when you understand the climate honestly instead of romantically. And finally, Carambola, also known as Starfruit. Carambola is one of the most appealing fruits for gardeners who want something distinctly subtropical and a little more special. It's beautiful, recognizable, and instantly makes a fruit garden feel more diverse. But in north-central Florida, Carambola should be treated as a more selective recommendation. This is not your first fruit. This is one of the fruits you try after you understand your property better. If you have a warm spot, if you have some shelter, if you have already learned where cold settles and where warmth lingers, then Carambola becomes a very exciting possibility. It adds ambition to the garden, but it's the kind of ambition that works best when built on experience. And that brings us to the bigger lesson behind this entire list. The best fruit garden in north-central Florida is not the one that copies South Florida. It's not the one that tries to force a full tropical identity onto a climate that still has its own limits. The best fruit garden here is the one that respects the region for what it is. This is a place where Loquat, fig, Blackberry, Blueberry, Mulberry, Pear, Persimmon, and Jujube can give you backbone. It's also a place where Cattley guava, tropical guava, Passionfruit, papaya, and even Carambola can bring that lush subtropical excitement if you choose wisely and understand your site. That's really the game in north-central Florida. Not choosing between practical and exciting, choosing the right ratio of each. If you build your garden on nothing but the safest fruits, you may miss out on some of the joy this climate can offer. But if you build it only on tender subtropicals, you may spend too many winters learning hard lessons. The sweet spot is a layered garden. A garden with anchors and experiments. A garden with dependable fruit and a few bold plants that push the edge just enough to make the whole space feel alive. So, if you're planning your own edible landscape in north-central Florida, start with the fruits that match the region instead of fighting it. Plant a few steady performers first. Learn your microclimates. Watch where the cold settles. Notice which wall stays warm. Notice which side of the property feels more protected after a chilly night. Then, once you understand your land better, start adding the more ambitious fruits. That's how you stop gardening by guesswork. That's how you build a fruit garden that actually lasts.